Check. Check 1, 2, test, test. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Check, 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 check. It's so dark out here, the iris on the camera is going to look like it's pitch black. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. You don't have anything yet? Barely hear it. Okay. Oh, I think that was before I turned it up. I pushed things up a little bit more, so check. One, two, test. 1, 2. Ought to be hitting you hard now. I'm going all the way up into the yellow lights. Okay, 1. You got it now? Okay. Okay, I can push my master up a little bit more too. Okay. That is weird. I think YouTube was having some issues because I couldn't open YouTube like I normally did. I had to go in like the back way. Sean showed me the back way to get into it.
Welcome to Preston High Baseball today. Today we have visiting with us the Century Diamondbacks. And we'd like to read the lineup for the Diamondbacks at this time. Playing shortstop, number 2, Eli Blackhawk.
Let's go ahead.
On the mound today, number 4, Giovanni Flynn.
Okay. All right,
At
thank you.
third base, number 15, Cage Valpons. At first base, number 18, Jackson Zalardi. At second base, number 6, Jake Call. In right field, number 7, Blake Phelan. Designated hitter today is number 24, Logan Daniels. In left field, number 9,
1, 2, check, check.
McCollin. In center field, number 1, Cam Packard. And catching today is number 8, Jack Matos. For the Preston Indians, in right field today is number 7, Carson Chug. On the mound today for the Indians, number 20, Ashton Madsen. Behind the plate, number 30, Devin England.
1, 2.
On first base, number 27, Chase Oxborough.
1, 2.
In center field, number 33, Damon Wynn. On second base, number 16, Zeth Burbank. At shortstop, number 5, Austin Gleed. On third base, number 99, Trevor Gregory. And in left field, number 2, Emery Thorson. The umpires are on their way down.
This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pregame show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good afternoon, everybody, wherever you might be. As Dan Hubbard here at Tony Hansen Field, getting ready for this afternoon's ball games as the Indians this afternoon take on the Century Diamondbacks. Doubleheader scheduled, and it'd be good to get this one in here today if we can, as it's been trying to start to snow for most of the last 45 minutes or so that I was down on the field. So if we can get it in, we'll be doing well here to do that here this afternoon. As the Indians, coming off big wins last week, start a very important week here this week. 2 games here today against Century. 1 game tomorrow afternoon over in Pocatello, also against Century. Then they have games still again this week against Shelley back here on Friday, and then at Marsh Valley coming up on Saturday. So it's an important week, a busy week for Indian baseball, and it's is going to be a big week indeed. Hopefully they can get these games in without any problems here this afternoon. Dark clouds moving over. It's cold, as we mentioned, a little bit breezy, wind blowing from the left field corner out towards center field. And I haven't even hastened to look to see what the temperature is as of yet, but it's going to be cold. It's 31 right now as we are just a few minutes away from game time. Umpires out on the field talking to the 2 managers, so we're not too far away from first pitch. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have the starting lineups for tonight's game, or game 1 of the doubleheader, I should say, and then the first pitch coming up in just a couple of minutes right after this.
KACA.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
Well, we had no winner on Tuesday morning in the KCH Money Magnet contest, so coming up Wednesday morning following the 7:30 news, the jackpot will go up to $115. Now be listening. I'll have the lucky 4-digit number and see if we can match the number on your Money Magnet and make you a winner. $115 in the jackpot. It's the KCH Money Magnet contest, sponsored by FCMC and the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, and it's all right here on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
A proud member of the co-op, we save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
Let's go, batter up. We're taking the afternoon off. It's a beautiful day for a ball game today. The fans are out to get a ticket or two. From Walla Walla, Washington to Kalamazoo. It's a beautiful day for a home run, but even a triple's okay. We're gonna cheer and boo and raise a hullabaloo at the ball game today.
Today's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new and used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Dental Care. When you have an occasion when you need a professional to take care of your teeth, call Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts that you need to keep your car running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto from Liberty Mutual. Motor Jungle, looking for a used car? Stop by and see what Motor Jungle has to offer. This game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game, in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, is strictly prohibited. And we welcome you, everybody, back here to Tony Hansen Field once again as we are just underway as the first pitch missed outside to Eli Blackhawk, and it is 0-1. The next pitch on the outside corner this time, and it's 1-1 strike. Ashton Madsen on the mound this afternoon here in game one of the doubleheader for the Indians. As he winds and comes home, the next pitch to Blackhawk misses down and away. Let's give you the Diamondback lineup here as Eli Blackhawk leads off. He's the shortstop in game one of the doubleheader as it counted 2-1. Gavin Flynn will bat second. He will do the pitching. Next pitch is a fastball that's missed down and in. It's 3 balls and a strike. Kaj Vandalis will hit third. He'll play at third base. The 3-1 pitch to Blackhawk is a fastball that's over for a strike, and it's 3-2. Jackson Zacharias is the first baseman. He'll hit third. Jake Call hits fifth, I should say, and plays at second base. 3-2 pitch to Blackhawk is down low, ball 4. So the leadoff man is aboard. On the walk, given up by Madsen. And that'll bring up
Flynn, now the batter.
Here's Gavin Flynn, the pitcher. Blake Phelan will hit in the 6th spot. He'll be in right field. Logan Daniels, the designated hitter, hits 7th. Derek Mandolin is the third left fielder. He'll hit 8th as it's Flynn to show bunt. And the umpire says he made an attempt at it, so that'll cost him a strike for the privilege, and it's 0-1. And then finally, Cam Packard is the center fielder. He'll bat 9th today. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way from Madsen. Holding now comes home. The bunt is down. Bunt is good. A good play by Madsen. Caught it on the short hop as they get the out at first base. It'll be a sacrifice for Flynn. Sack bunt.
Coming to the plate is Cage Valpons.
1-3 for the first out. And that moves Blackhawk up to second base. Now here is Kaj Valbons here to hit third. He is the third baseman here this afternoon. 1 out, just the top of the first inning. So a 3:30 first pitch here this afternoon as we get into district play. All district games, 3:30 and 5:30 starts. As the first pitch here is down low, ball one ball and no strikes. 31 degrees here at first pitch here this afternoon. Cloudy skies and a little bit of wind blowing out toward right center field from the left field corner. Breaking ball, that's over for a strike, and it's 1-1. So runner at second. One out here, just the top of the first inning. Snuggle up, bundle in, and spend part of the afternoon with us as that pitch hit foul down the left field line, and that'll drop foul. And it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. In talking with some of the folks before the game today, just about everybody around the area went ahead and canceled their games today. But Kenny Inglet, the head coach for the Indians, was out here about 7 o'clock this morning and did his darndest to get all the snow off the field, and the pitches swung on and missed.
Cage goes down on strikes.
So he goes down swinging. That's the second out here in the first inning. And now here is
Jackson
Zacharias to come up here, as he'll come up with two out and one man on first base. Check that, second base, I should say. So the first pitch hit foul back into the screen, no balls and 1 strike. As Madsen gave up a walk to open the top of the first inning, now trying to get off the hook in the 0-1 pitch. Missed inside, ball 1. Century, of course, has had a tough start to the season, as they played a pretty good game the other day against Valley View, but still struggling as far as wins and losses are concerned. As the next pitch, that is up high, ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. And for the Indians, coming off a heck of a week last week, well, they played very well, including a big win against Marsh Valley. There goes the runner. The pitch swung on and missed. The throw to third is there waiting for him, and he is out. Nice throw
down to third for the
as he is caught stealing 2-5, and that means that Zacharias will be back up there when the Diamondbacks come back up in the second inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the first after a half inning. It's the Diamondbacks nothing and the Indians coming to bed.
KACH.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
Hey, ranchers and growers, remember you can start your day with the latest information and market trends. It's the Morning Farm Block. Weekday mornings at 6 on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, we go to the bottom of the first inning scoreless, and we'll give you the Preston Indian lineup as they come up. As Carson Chug will lead off. He is the right fielder today. Ashton Madsen bats in the 2 spot. He's the pitcher. Devin Inglet does the catching. He'll hit third. Chase Oxborough at first base here this afternoon will hit in the 4 spot. Damon Wynn, the center fielder, hits 5th. Seth Burbank hits 6th. He's at second base. Austin Gleeds, the shortstop, batting 7th. Trevor Gregory, the third baseman, bats 8th. And then Emery Thorson is over around in left, and he will bat 9th. First pitch here to Chug is a grounded foul up along the third base side, and it's 0-1. Thing that has helped the Indians here immensely, especially over the last few games, is the offense has really started to get it together as the next pitch is taken high, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. Popped up right around home plate. The catcher now coming back to the screen, can't quite get there in time to get to the ball. The catcher rather is Jack Maddox here today. And kind of stumbled coming back for the ball and couldn't quite get to it in time. So it's 1-2 on Chug to lead off the bottom of the first inning here for the Indians. And the 1-2 offering on the way. Big overhand curve stays high, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ready again. Here comes the 2-2 offering from the pitcher Flynn. Ground ball to short. Couple of hops to Blackhawk, straightens and throws him out. So 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. That brings up Ashton Madsen.
Ashton Madsen, the
Ashton,
now
who
coming to the plate,
had a couple of hits in the last game there against Marsh Valley last week. Had 2 hits in the game previous to that against Malad. So back-to-back multi-hit games for the Preston pitcher here this afternoon as he climbs into the left-hand hitter's box. Flynn ready. Here's the first pitch home to his opposite number. And it's led down low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. One-0 pitch on the way. Stays high again. Little breaking ball that had no bite to it. It just kept tumbling over like a cement mixer and stayed high. Hit in the air to right field, hit pretty well. Going back on it is Field, the right fielder's still giving chase, and it's off the base of the wall. Madsen to second, keeps going to third. He's in there with a slide.
Stand-up triple for Madsen.
So Madsen triples off the right field fence, and he stands at third base with 1 out here in the
coming to the plate is the catcher
in the bottom of the first inning here this
Devin
afternoon. Inglet and Oxborough now with chances to pick him up with 1 out. Got one up in that wind, and the wind just kept carrying it. What looked like it was going to be a routine fly ball. Phelan ended up having to chase it all the way back to the base of the fence before he could finally pick it up and get it in. So here's Inglet. First pitch to Devin, ground ball to the right side. That'll get the run in as the first baseman, Zakaitis, will pick it up and carry it to the bag himself for the out, but the run is in.
Scores on the hit to first base.
So 1-0 as Preston breaks on top here. 2 outs, bases empty, and now here's the big first baseman, Chase Oxborough.
Now batting Chase Oxborough, the first baseman.
First pitch to Chase, breaking ball on the outside edge for a called strike. Chase with 1 hit in the game the other day against Marsh Valley. Had a single in the 5th inning and scored a run. Struck out a couple of times, and he also walked once in that game. And the next pitch over again for a strike, and it's 0-2. Before that, the game against Malad is when he had the game of the year for the Indians. The 1-2 pitch. That misses high. 1 ball, check that, 2 balls and a strike. Oxborough in the game against Malad a week ago had 4 hits. He was 4 for 4 with a walk and scored 5 times. As the 2-1 pitch is up high, ball 3, 3 balls and a strike. He also drove in 3 runs in that game. One of 2 Indians to have 4 hits in the game. Breaking ball on the corner and runs the count full, 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes on Chase. Flynn out of the windup, comes home to Oxborough. Breaking ball is swung on and missed, and the inning is over. But not before Preston gets a run. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, nobody left, and we're done with 1 here in the first game of the doubleheader here this afternoon. We'll go to the second. Preston 1, Century nothing.
KACH.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street in Preston.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH.
1-0 Indians as we go to the top of the second. Call, Phelan, and Daniels due up for Century. Or I take it back. Zacharias leads off the inning as he was left standing at home plate when the third out was made on the steal attempt by Blackhawk in the first inning. So the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball hit back up the middle as Gleed able to glove it behind the bag, struggles to get to his feet, and the throw is a little offline.
Throw not in time.
So an infield hit for Zacharias.
Zalardi.
And
he's the second baseman for the Diamondbacks.
here is Jake Call to come up. Call, the second baseman, with the leadoff man aboard for the second inning in a row here for the Diamondbacks. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back, gets away from Inglet, goes to the backstop, and with a late break, there goes Zacharias to second base. Pitch in the dirt, bouncing up to home plate, so it'll be a wild pitch against Ashton Madsen. Ash ready again, looks back at second base as all the middle infielders now retreat to their position, but they throw back behind him anyway as Burbank, after Gleed retreated to his shortstop spot, Burbank came back in behind him quickly, but he was able to get back in with a hand. So Madsen back up on top once again. Looks back at second again, now comes home. And the pitch, a little breaking ball that's down low. And it's ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Jake Call. Ash ready again. Now here's the next pitch home. Breaking ball, and that just missed outside. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. I laughed because I've had a little conversation with Ashton Madsen before the game today while I was down on the field, and he was in the dugout just relaxing, trying to stay warm. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Hit into right field. That'll be a base hit.
Hit to left.
Chug comes up to get it. Man comes to third, and he's going to hold there. Wild bounce. Bounces up and hits Oxborough up around the shoulder or the head. And we runners at the corners and nobody out here. in the inning after back-to-back hits. But more importantly, let's check on Chase Oxborough, make sure he's all right.
Now coming to the plate is Blake Phelan.
So here's Blake Phelan due up here, the right fielder. Kenny Inglet started out to go out and check on Oxborough, and then instead now we'll head back toward the dugout. So Chase says he's okay, waves off any assistance. Runners at the corners and nobody out. So I was joking with Ashton down in the dugout, and I said, Ash, you ought to have a very easy day today. And he looked at me with this weird look on his face. And I said, because you're going to have a strike zone that's about 8 feet wide today because the umpires don't want to be out there at all, just standing out there in the wind and the cold, and they're going to make sure the game goes as quickly as possible. So check swing at home plate, but running on the pitch is Call and steals second base without a throw.
Call with the stolen base.
So no balls and 1 strike. Runners at second and third with the force play out of commission as the ball hit foul off the end of the bat, and it's 0-2. Madsen goes back to working out of the windup again. So 0-2 the count here on Phelan. Madsen rocks and comes home. Half swing, went too far. They'll have to record the out at first base, which they do. None of the others can advance. And it'll be a strikeout for Phelan. On Phelan for the first out of the inning. Second strikeout here for Ashton Madsen. Now here's Logan Daniels, the designated hitter.
With 1 out, Logan Daniels, the designated hitter at the plate.
Daniels, part of that basketball team for Century that battled their way to the second place spot in the district, missed out going to the state, which was awarded to Pocatello this year. And of course, they went all the way and finally lost in the championship game of the state tournament as the first pitch down low, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Preston brings the infield up. They want to cut the run down at the plate, and the next pitch is hit in the air to left field and hit pretty good. Thorson coming over and gets there, makes the catch. Tagging and coming home is Zacharias. The throw is offline. He will score to tie the game at 1, and then Call will move up to third.
Sacrifice fly for Daniels.
So a sac fly for Daniels gets the run in. And with 2 outs and a runner at third base, Derek McCollin will come up. With a runner at third base and now 2 outs. First pitch to Derek, breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Well, unfortunately for Madsen, things have not gone the way I kind of predicted for him before the game, as the home plate umpire today has been pretty tight so far. As that one's lined into right field, that'll be a base hit, and that'll get the next run in. And Century has now a 2-1 lead.
Now batting Cam Packard, the center fielder.
So that'll bring up Cam Packard. He's the center fielder and the number 9 hitter in the lineup here. So 2 runs on 3 hits here in the inning for the Diamondbacks. And the pitch home to Packard, over for a strike, and it's 0-1. We mentioned that Century played a tight game the other day, but still well below 500 as far as their overall record goes this year, as they have definitely had their problems here early in the year.
All right, sounds good. Good, guys.
0-1 the count. Ashton ready, peeks back behind him, comes home with the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch with the runner going, low and outside, the throw through, not in time. So it'll be another stolen base.
Stolen base for McCullen.
For McCullen, and that moves up another runner in the scoring position here for the Diamondbacks, who already have a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the, the top of the second inning. Matson looks back at the runner, comes home, the pitch swung on and missed, and the inning comes to an end as Packard goes down on strikes. Strikeout number 3 in the game for Matson. However, the Diamondbacks get 2 in the inning. On 3 hits, they leave a man, and we'll go to the bottom of the second after an inning and a half. It's Century 2, Preston 1.
KACH.
The savings continue this month at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Save $24 on 8 Autolite XP spark plugs after mail-in rebate. You can save 25% when you mix or match 2 or more select Valvoline products. And make your car shine this spring when you buy one, get one 50% off on select appearance products. Stop by and save today at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street. Prices are good through May 25th. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, we go here at the bottom of the second inning. 2-1 Century as they got 2 runs in the top of the second to take the lead. And now here in the bottom of the second for Preston, it'll be Damon Wynn, Seth Burbank, and then Austin Gleed due up. And Preston Indians baseball brought to you by Ralph's Construction. Building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston, breaking ground on Phase 3 as the first pitch to Win misses inside. So with breaking ground on Phase 3, now is the time to contact them about a lot or design options that can be built for you. It's Ralph's Construction at 435-232-1837. The 0-1 pitch misses down and away, and it's ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Wynn, who's been solid both offensively and defensively of late. Next pitch swung on and missed, and it's 2-1. In fact, Wynn with 3 hits in the last 2 games. 2 of those for extra bases, including a triple. Hits this one in the air, slicing away from everybody, and it's going to fall. As the right fielder Phelan came up, couldn't quite get to it in time. And speaking of extra base hits, Wynn's got another as he pulls into second base with a double. So a double for Wynn. There's the tying run out at second base with nobody out. And Burbank, Gleed, and Gregory there to pick him up. So here's Burbank. He'll come in and climb in from the right-hand hitter's box. Burbank 1 for 4 in the last game against Marsh Valley, a double, in which he also scored a run and takes the first pitch up high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. We told you Century is off to a tough start, boy, and the toughness continues on their record as well. As that next pitch over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Coming into the game here today, the Diamondbacks still looking for their first win of the year. They are 0-11. Next pitch, breaking ball, stays high, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike on Burbank. Wynn with a walking lead away from second, and Flynn bluffs back to second base just to drive him back and try to keep him close. Century's averaging just a little over 2 runs a game. Ball hit to left field, coming up, making the play, the left fielder. He'll get it back in and hold Wynn at second base. That's the first out of the inning.
Left.
So when you think about it, averaging about just over 2 runs a game, they got 2 runs in the top of the second inning. You do the math. The averages don't tell you they're going to score a whole lot more. So 1 out. Here's Austin Gleed. Swings through the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Gleed has also been very solid for the Indians of late. 2 hits, 3 RBIs in the last game against Marsh Valley. Also scored twice. And whichever side of second base you stick him on, as the pitch is dropped by the catcher, heading down to second base, and the throw gets away. Wynn to his feet quickly, and here he comes home to score. We're tied at 2.
Wynn scores on the pass ball.
So a throwing error against the catcher down at second base, and then Wynn gets up and scampers home. And it's a 2-2 tie here in the bottom of the second inning. Now with the bases empty, Gavin Flynn go back to working out of the windup here again. With a 1-ball, 1-strike count here against Gleed. And the pitch home, hit foul, and it's now 1-2. So 0-11 for Century, and a lot of those have been games that were close that they could have won, maybe should have won, but didn't. As the next pitch is high, and it's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Indians are 5-3. And Pocatello, they've played a lot more games than Preston has. As the breaking pitch over for a strike. And that's a called third strike as Gleed goes down looking. That's the second out. Now here is Trevor Gregory. Second strikeout for Gavin Floyd. First pitch to Floyd, hit in the air to Gregory, hit in the air to center, coming up to the center fielder Packard to make the play, and that's the third out of the inning. Preston gets a run on 1 hit. There was 1 error, the throwing error to get the run in, and nobody left. So we're done with 2. We'll go to the third after a couple innings here this afternoon. It's Preston 2 and Century 2.
KACH.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
Find out the latest on livestock trends and ag information with Rick Haynes. It's Haynes at the Reins, Saturday mornings at 10 on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Top of the third, first pitch home to Blackhawk, hit foul back into the screen, and it's 0-1. So Madsen back to work now, pitching with a tie again, as we're even at 2. The next pitch to Eli, that's up high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Blackhawk walked in the first inning, and then was out trying to swipe third to end the inning. And the next pitch to him is hit along the right field line. That'll drop foul, and it's now 1-2. So for the Indians, they've won 4 straight. They had their string of 3 games in a row scoring in double figures snapped the other day against Marsh Valley when they only scored 9 runs. As the next pitch is in the dirt, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Of course, they won that game here last week, 9-0 against Marsh Valley. As they get into district play here starting today, as the next pitch again misses down low, runs the count full, 3-2. Here against Eli Blackhawk to lead off the top of the 3rd inning. Madsen ready, here he comes, 3-2. There's a pitch hit in the air to right field, but right there is where Chug hangs out, and Carson's got it for the first out.
Chug calls that in for the out.
So 1 out. Now to bring up Gavin Flynn. Today's game brought to you by Preston Dental Care. When you have those times where you need a professional to take care of your teeth, that's when you need Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Call today, 852-3700, or stop by the office at 135 South State. First pitch to Floyd, over for a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, misses inside, and it's a ball and a strike. Floyd with the sacrifice bunt his first time up, laid down a beautiful bunt as the next pitch swung on and missed. And falls behind here, 1-2. As Madsen ready, comes home. Here's the 1-2 offering, misses down and in. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Preston's definitely flexed the muscles offensively the last few games. Ground ball to short. Gleed has that on a couple of hops. Throws it across in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 3rd.
For the second out.
And with 2 outs,
Cage Valpon's the batter.
Cage Valpons comes up. He is the 3rd baseman here this afternoon. Went down on strikes his first time up this afternoon. One of 3 strikeouts for Madsen so far here in the game. Ashton rocks. Here he comes to the first pitch. Swung on and missed as Valpon chases a pitch down in the dirt. And it's 0-1. First game of the doubleheader here this afternoon. Game 2 comes up about 30 minutes after this one's over. The 0-1. That missed inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tomorrow, we'll go back to Pocatello to Hollowell Field for the 3rd last game of the 3-game set with the Diamondbacks. First pitch tomorrow afternoon about 5 o'clock as that pitch called for a strike and is now 1-2. Madsen's 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air to left, playable. As Thorson has to come up, and a few come over near the line, a few. He makes the catch, and Ashton Madsen sets the side down in order here in the top of the 3rd inning. Diamondbacks go 1-2-3, and Preston will come back up here in the bottom of the 3rd in a 2-2 tie.
KACA.
When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Why just get a job when you can start an exciting career in healthcare? Franklin County Medical Center is now hiring. We are looking for talented people to join our team with multiple positions available across several departments. Day or night shifts, full or part-time. There's something for everyone. Make a difference in our community. Start a career at Franklin County Medical Center. We have competitive pay, referral bonuses, benefits including education assistance to help you advance your education and expand your career options. Find out more about what is available and apply at fcmc.org/careers.
Advertise your open positions on the radio. You'll be amazed how quickly you see a response.
You'll reach more people for less. The Job Stop includes radio and internet advertising. Call us for more info. We're a local company with a toll-free number, 833-856-9625. That's 833-856-9625.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, we go to the bottom of the third. Emery Thorson leads it off and bangs one up the gap, and it's going to roll to the 365 side. Thorson to second and will pull in with a leadoff double. So Emery Thorson doubles the lead off the bottom of the third inning. And with nobody out, we'll go back up to the top of the order, and Carson Chug will come up. Today's game brought to you by Stokes Market True Value. With produce, fresh meats, bakery, deli, and now fresh sushi made daily. Stokes Market True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston. Here's Chug, grounded out his first time up. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and misses off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Preston with single runs in the first and the second. Century 2 runs in the top of the second. And that's where we're at in a 2-2 tie. As the next pitch is over for a strike this time, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Got a few games already underway in the big leagues today. A lot of teams having their opening days here today. We got, about a half dozen games already underway. Next pitch misses up and in to Chug. 2 balls and a strike. They're in the 6th inning in Cincinnati. The Cleveland Guardians have a 4-0 lead on the Reds so far. In fact, Cleveland has not allowed a hit so far, as they ask. No swing, says the base umpire. Good job by Chug to hold up on the swing, and it goes to 3-1. Also the 6th inning in Chicago today. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball over for a strike. Mariners and the White Sox locked in a 1-1 tie as they play in the 6th. Three and 2, the count on Chug. Here's the offering. Breaking ball misses outside. Ball 4.
Chug reaches on all.
So Chug will walk. That'll put runners at first and second. That's the first walk allowed by Gavin Flynn here today.
The Indians.
And with 2 on and nobody out, here's Ashton Matson, who tripled off the right field fence his first time up today. First pitch to Ashton, breaking ball. Oh, he was right on it, boy, too, as he hit it foul back into the screen. So 0-1 on Matson. Thorson at second, Chug over at first. As, hold on, the base umpire wants to take a look at the baseball. And gives it back to Flynn, so we're ready to go back to work. The 0-1, swung on and missed. It's 0-2. The Cubs are in Pittsburgh today. They're playing in the 6th inning there in Pittsburgh, and that's the Cubs 1 and the Pirates nothing. Next pitch home to Chug, hit in the air off the third base side. That'll go foul, and it'll stay at 0-2. 1-game final already today. Boston was in Detroit for the opening day for the Tigers this afternoon, and Boston came up with a 5-3 win in that one. Whitlock over Lang. 0-2 the count on Matson. Ready, and here he comes home again. Ground ball foul off the first base side this time. And games still to come today around the big leagues. The Oakland Athletics, they are in Tampa Bay today, as they'll get started, well, just in a little while. Game at 3:40 start time. That'll be coming up fairly quickly. As again, the pitch hit foul back here just in front of us. and it stays at 0-2. That's Romero against Euler in that one, the A's at Tampa Bay. Then some other games coming up with 4 o'clock start times as well. We'll take you through those here in just a little bit. The 0-2 pitch again popped up in the infield. The infield fly rule called, so Madsen is out for the first out automatically, and no other runners advance.
Madsen will be out on the infield fly rule.
So Madsen is out. That's the first out.
With 1 out.
And now here's Devin Inglet.
Pitcher will now bat.
Inglet grounded out 3 unassisted his first time up, but it got the run in back in the first inning that initially gave the Indians a 1-0 lead. So here with another chance to pick up runs, Inglet comes back up here with 2 on and 1 out here in the third inning here this afternoon. The first pitch is on the corner for a called strike. So Inglet has at least 1 RBI in each of the last 4 games for the Indians. As he takes that pitch over for a strike, and it's 1-2. Outfield straight away against Devin. The 0-2 offering. He pokes that one into right field, in for a base hit. Here comes the Thorson around third. The throw is offline. He will score. Preston leads 3-2. And now they got the 2 men hung up at second base. They run Chug toward third, and they tag him, or they miss him. They throw to third base, and he is out because he ran out of the baseline. So Chug is out going to third. As a little miscommunication by the Preston base runners, as Inglet was headed to second base without really ever looking, and started running up the base back of Chug, who ended up getting caught and is out at third base. 2-4-5 for the second out. But for Inglet, he picks up a run. They go back over to first base, and Inglet back in now with a dive. So Thorson able to come home and score. Preston leads 3-2. As they post a run here in the third. As Inglet slow to get up over first base. Now he's back up. Kind of looks like maybe jammed the shoulder a little bit, diving back into the bag. So everybody ready to play again. And Oxborough climbs back in. First pitch to Ox, misses outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Everybody playing straight away, and of course the right fielder Phelan learned his lesson. He's playing very deep against Oxborough. Over in right field. Next pitch home. Again, breaking pitch, misses outside, and it's 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes on Oxborough. Preston takes the lead again at 3-2. 2-0 pitch. Hit foul. Back off over the screen and back here around the press area. Becomes a souvenir. The count now goes to 2-1. So after tomorrow's game in Pocatello against Century, Preston will be back home here on Friday. They have a single game against the Shelley Russets on Friday. And then they'll be right back at it on Saturday morning as they'll go to Marsh Valley to have the return game against the Eagles Saturday morning at 11 a.m. As the pitch is a breaking ball, and there goes Inglet for second base. Boy, he guessed right and got the little off-speed deuce up there to home plate, and he was 3/4 of the way to second base before the catcher even stood up. So a stolen base for England moves into scoring position now with a 3-1 count on Oxborough. Time for a moment as the catcher Maddox ties his shoe. Now Chase will climb back in. And here comes the 3-1 pitch. Pulled, that is foul, just outside of the bag. As that was just a foot or so from being extra bases for Oxborough and driving in a run. So now it's 3-2 with 2 outs. Three-two pitch to Ox, hit in the air off the third base side, and that will drop foul as well. So again, everybody back to their spots, and we'll do it all again. Oxborough back up there. Inglet walking lead away from second base. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Again, rolled foul outside of first and down the line. Today's game brought to you by Rounds and Associates Insurance. Remember, you can stop by for your competitive quote today. 85 South State Street is the place to go in Preston, or give them a call at 852-2500. That's 852-2500 for Rounds and Associates Insurance Agency. So Flynn with a new ball, 3 balls and 2 strikes on Oxborough. And here's the 3-2 pitch. It is just off the corner. Oxborough draws a walk and heads down to first base. Runners at first and second. Second walk of the inning for the Indians to go along with their 2 hits. Third walk given up by Floyd. Now here is Damon Wynn. Doubled, went to third on an error and came home. Back in the second inning. And the first pitch to Damon is pulled just foul outside of third. So you got the big end out in front and jerked it just foul. End of the bat, and it's going to chase him back toward the fence. He's not going to get to it. In fact, he's going to 2-hop the fence. Here comes Inglet to score. Oxborough right behind him. It's a 3-run inning for the Indians, who now have a 5-2 lead. As Wynn doubles in 2 more.
Inglet and Oxborough both score on the double RBI. Double.
Open up a 5-2 lead here. 3 runs on 3 hits and a pair of walks in the inning. Oh, those walks, how they can kill you. And here's Seth Burbank, who flew out to left his first time up.
Seth Burbank, the batter.
First pitch to Burbank is just off the edge. Ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. So Wynn at second base with the double to drive in a pair of runs. And Wynn becoming almost like an extra base hitting machine. Next pitch to Burbank, that stays high. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Oh, sure, it helps that you have good legs and can run like the wind, like Wynn does. He's able to leg a lot of hits into extra base hits. A little roller up along the third base line. Tough play. The throw across is in time to get Burbank, and the inning is over, but not before Preston scores 3 runs in the inning. On 3 hits, there was a pair of walks. No errors in the inning, and the Indians leave 1, so we'll go to the 4th inning. We're done with 3 here this afternoon, the first game of the doubleheader. After 3, it's the Indians 5 and the Diamondbacks from Century 2.
You would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com
Why just get a job when you can start an exciting career in healthcare? Franklin County Medical Center is now hiring. We are looking for talented people to join our team with multiple positions available across several departments. Day or night shifts, full or part-time. There's something for everyone. Make a difference in our community. Start a career at Franklin County Medical Center. We have competitive pay, referral bonuses, benefits including education assistance to help you advance your education and expand your career options. Find out more about what is available and apply at fcmc.org/careers.
Advertise your open positions on the radio. You'll be amazed how quickly you see a response. You'll reach more people for less. The Job Stop includes radio and internet advertising. Call us for more info. We're a local company with a toll-free number, 833-856-9625. That's 833-856-9625.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
3 innings in the book. Preston leads 5-2. And here is the third baseman, Jackson Zacharias, to lead off and takes the first pitch over for a strike from Matson. And the 0-1 pitch, he comes right back. There's a little roller foul outside of third, and it's 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Matson, who has struck out 3, walked 1, and has allowed just 3 hits, and they all came that second inning when Century plated a couple of runs. Next pitch swung on and missed. Got the ball up and really tied him up. 4th strikeout for Matson. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Jack Call. Today's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Whatever you need for your car to keep it running in tip-top condition, Preston Auto Parts is the place for you to stop. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. As the ball hit the center, Wynn came up. Now he's got to go back, makes the catch.
Makes the catch for out number 2.
2 outs. And here's Blake Phelan. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street in Preston. Matson's now set down 6 in a row. First pitch to Phelan, breaking pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch to Phelan, taking again, and takes another strike, and it's 0-2. So Matson throws him a couple of curveballs and just drops those right over. Now here's the 0-2. Comes back, fastball, hit to center. But Wynn is right there, backs up a half dozen steps, puts it away. And for the second inning in a row, the Diamondbacks go down 1-2-3, and we will go to the bottom of the 4th. After 3.5, it's Preston 5 and the Diamondbacks 2.
KACH.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
Well, we had no winner on Tuesday morning in the KCH Money Magnet contest, so coming up Wednesday morning following the 7:30 news, the jackpot will go up to $115. Now be listening. I'll have the lucky 4-digit number and see if we can match the number on your Money Magnet and make you a winner. $115 in the jackpot. It's the KCH Money Magnet contest, sponsored by FCMC and the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, and it's all right here on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH.
Well, Ashton Matson, through the first 4 innings today, has really twirled a good one. Giving up a couple of runs on 3 hits, but he's also set the last 7 in a row down in order as we go here to the bottom of the 4th inning. And Preston will send up the bottom third of the order. Gleed, Gregory, and Thorson do up. Remember, the next home games for the Preston boys comes up Friday afternoon, 4 o'clock start against the Shelley Russets. After today's doubleheader, of course, still time for you to come down and join us here this afternoon, but bundle up. Best advice I can give you. First pitch here to Gleed, breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Austin, who took a called third strike his first time up. Floyd ready again. That one stays high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. You know, when you're wondering if the games are going to be played or not, you tend to check the window and see what's happening weather-wise. The pitch swung on and missed. 3 different times after about 8 o'clock this morning, I look out the window and it was snowing and the wind was blowing like crazy. As the pitch misses inside, 2-2. Even this afternoon, about noontime, I was headed out to lunch. A little bit of a light snow falling as the next pitch to Gleed is hit foul. Stays at 2-2. But right now, well, all the moisture has stayed away, although there is certainly evidence of it all around. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Again, misses down and away. Ball 3 runs the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes now on Gleed. After having some fairly warm days the last week or so, most of the snow off the mountains was gone. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Again, rolled foul. But with a little dusting of snow that we got last night, P Mountain is covered again. You can't see that anymore after it was blazing bright here at the middle of last week as the next pitch to Gleed is swung on and missed. Austin goes down on strikes for the second time today. That's the first out here in the 4th inning. And the 3rd strikeout for Floyd. So here is Trevor Gregory, who flew out to center his first time up. First pitch to Trevor. That misses outside and low, ball 1. Next pitch home to Gregory. Again, hit in the air toward right center field. And again, Packard will come up and have a play and be able to put that one away. So a strikeout and a fly out. 2 outs here for the Indians in the bottom of the 4th, and that brings up Emery Thorson. Emery doubled and scored his first time up. That was back in the 3rd when Preston plated 3 to take the lead, which they still own here. It's a 5-2 game here with 2 outs on the bottom of the 4th. First pitch, breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Thorson. Floyd's next offering swung on and missed this time. Chased a ball down in the dirt, and it's 0-2. So 0-2 the count here on Emery. Floyd's 0-2 offering. Look out, up and in. Just try to move him back off the plate a little bit. And kind of set up a 1-2 offering here, and here it comes. Goes away, well, back to the breaking pitch, away. The Thorson chases off the plate, and for the first time today, the Indians go out in order, 1, 2, 3, and we are done with 4. We'll go to the 5th. Preston leads 5-2. We'll be right back.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
Start your Sunday mornings with inspirational music, thoughts, and stories. It's the Sounds of Sunday. Sunday mornings, 6 a.m. to noon on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Logan Daniels, the batter.
Logan Daniels leads off here in the top of the fifth inning, and the first pitch misses for a ball, ball one. We apologize for the darkness of the video. It's with a big dark cloud directly overhead. It's made the picture dark enough to where the pitch to Daniels hits him.
Daniels will reach on the hit by pitch.
As they kind of hit him in the back right between the 2 and the 4 as he heads down to first base. First hit batter this afternoon by Ashton Matson.
The batter.
And now here is Derek McCulloch, the left fielder. I'm going to say that it's dark enough outside that the iris on the camera is not picking up enough sunlight to really give you a sharp picture. It's not as dark as it looks on the screen for those watching on mylocalradio.com, I promise you. So Madsen ready to go. Looks back behind him at Daniels over at first. And here's the 0-1. Check that. The first pitch to McCulloch. Misses down low. Ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Cam Packard waits on deck. Here as the Diamondbacks send their bottom third of their order to the plate here in the fifth. A 1 pitch hit on the ground to Gregory. Gloves, goes to second, gets the force out there. The return throw, double play.
Gregory makes the double play.
They go right around the horn. 5-4-3 for the twin killing. And with 2 outs, that brings up Cam Packard. Packard 0 for 1, struck out his first time up here this afternoon against Madsen. And the first pitch, big overhand curve, stays a little high, and it's ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Wind has really died down now. Old Glory really just hanging almost straight down, just barely flickering in the wind out in the left field by the scoreboard as the next pitch is down low again. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. This is high, ball 3. Three and 0 here on Packard. Takes a little walk around, now climbs back in. Madsen's 3-0 offering is high, ball 4. So a hit batter and a walk here in the inning. The walk is only the second for this afternoon for Madsen to go along with his hit batter. And back to the top of the order we go, and Eli Blackhawk, who walked and has flown out 0 for 1 officially in the game so far here today. And again, Century hitters calling timeout and getting a little impatient in the box and also trying to break the rhythm of Madsen a little bit to see if they can get back into the game, as he has found himself pretty well locked in here in the 5th inning. Going to go to first base. Diving back to the bag over there was Packard. 2 outs, 5-2 Preston. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Indians will have the top of the order coming up in the bottom of the inning. As again they go to first base, and again Packard back to the bag. So the center fielder Wynn in his normal position, fairly shallow in center field, but able to cover a lot of ground as a pitch to Blackhawk over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Cleveland's got on the board in their game in Cincinnati with 4 runs. That game now a 4-4 tie as they go to the bottom of the 7th inning at the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Here's the 0-1. Runner goes. Pitched low. The throw is right on, but not as Burbank can't handle it. It gets those into center field. Burbank tried to slap the tag a little bit too quick on the runner Packard, who ends up stealing second base. So runner at second and 2 outs. 2 balls and a strike. The count on Blackhawk now with a chance to pick up an RBI if he can deliver a hit. Madsen looks back at second, and the 2-1 pitch. Over for a strike, and it's now 2-2. White Sox still lead the Mariners 2-1. Cubs have added a run in Pittsburgh. It's now 2-0 in that game as they play in the 8th inning. Two-two pitch on the way here to Eli Blackhawk. Takes it again inside, runs the count full, 3-2. So 3-2, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Check that, 2-2, the home plate umpire says. Got a pitch ahead of ourselves. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Now it's 3-2 as the pitch misses down and away. So now the count is full with 2 out. Blackhawk takes a moment, a little walk around the plate area, takes a couple of practice swings, now climbs back in. And the 3-2 pitch from Madsen is drilled to left, but it's hit right at Thorson. Comes up a couple of steps, makes the catch for the out, and the inning is over once again. And once again, the Diamondbacks come up empty. No runs, no hits, a pair of walks, and they leave one in the inning as we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still Preston 5, Century 2.
KACH.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500. We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH.
Well, we move off to the bottom of the 5th inning. Preston leading 5-3, looking for their 5th win in a row. And they'll start from the top of the order here. Carson Chug, Ashton Madsen, and Devin Inglet due up here for the Indians. Chug 0 for 1, grounded out and walked. Floyd back stays in there and ready to go back to work. And the first pitch to Chug off speed. He's out in front of it. It's 0-1. Today's game brought to you by West Motors in Preston and Logan. If you need a car or truck for that college or high school student, West Motors in Preston and Logan is where you need to go and save money today. Check them out on your own. West Motors in Preston and in Logan. Breaking pitch floats outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch again over for a strike again. Now it's 1-2. Floyd now trying to work a little quicker, comes home, breaking pitch, and that is over for a strike. And that's the first out here in the bottom of the 5th as Chug goes down looking.
That's the first out for the Indians.
4th strikeout overall for Floyd. And now here's Madsen.
Madsen, the batter.
The Indians pitcher has tripled and scored back in the first inning and then was out on an infield fly rule his last time up. First pitch to Ash, breaking ball, misses inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. You know, I didn't ask Kenny Inglet who was going to be pitching the second game. But if I know Inglet, he's going to save Oxborough to pitch tomorrow at Hollowell Field, as the next pitch is a breaking ball that's over for a strike, and it's 1-1. He could possibly throw Devin Inglet. That could be a possibility. In the second game of the doubleheaders, the 1-1 pitch floats outside. 2 balls and a strike. Speaking of the aforementioned Devin Inglet, he waits on deck. Next pitch is whacked into right center field. That's going to get in for a hit. As another multi-hit game for Ashton Madsen as he singles to right center field.
Right for Madsen.
Hit number 6 for the Indians. And now here's Devin Inglet. Inglet, an RBI single his last time up. That breaks a string of 5 in a row set down by Floyd, who goes to first base. And Madsen back to the bag with a dive. And all the time, Inglet stands at home plate. Kenny with a pair of RBIs today. He's driven in 2. As the wind starts to pick up again, blowing from the left field corner out toward right center field. And again, back to first base, and Madsen again back to the bag. Century thinks with 1 out here in the inning and a 3-run lead that the Indians might have something on here, some sort of play. Madsen off to a pretty good lead. Still short of the edge of the dirt. He's not running. Hits the pitch up the gap into left center field this time. Coming over to cut it off is Packard. Madsen chugs all the way to the second base, or third base rather, and will stay there on the double by Inglet. So Inglet doubles. Madsen stops at third, and that brings up the big first baseman Chase Oxborough, still looking for his first hit of the game here today. Chase has struck out, walked, scored a run. But up there now with a couple of ducks on the pond here trying to pick him up. Madsen down the line from third. Inglet away from second. And the first pitch, a breaking ball, misses outside. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Oxborough. Next pitch again misses high to Ox, and it's 2-0. Of course, when you have a game like you had the last one for Chase here last Thursday against Marsh Valley, it's hard to compare that game where he was 4 for 4 with a walk and 5 runs scored. Gets out in front of a pitch, hits it foul. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Two on, 2 out, bottom of the 5th. Preston leads by 3. The next pitch home to Oxborough. That's on the outside corner. That's a good pitch. And that's 2-2. Ox looking for something he could turn on and drive, and that ball just kind of ran away from him and ended up over on the outside corner for a called strike. Here's the 2-2 offering. Hit in toward right field. That gets down. That'll get 1 run home. And they're going to send Inglet to the plate, and he will score without a play, and it's 7-2.
RBI single for Oxborough.
So Oxborough, with his first hit of the game, picks up a couple RBIs as Madsen and Inglet both score. Makes it 7-2. Man at first base. Now here's Damon Wynn, who has 2 doubles in his 2 at-bats here this afternoon. So Wynn is 2 for 2 with a pair of RBIs. And comes up here with 1 out. And goes first ball swinging, pops it up in foul ground right around home plate. And the catcher hangs with it and makes a heck of a play. As Maddox battled that ball 2 out of 3 falls and ends up hanging on to it. So Wynn fouls out. That's the second out of the inning, and now here is Seth Burbank, who also, like Oxborough before him, looking for his first hit of the game.
Seth Burbank, the batter.
Flew out to left, grounded out to third. 0 for 2. And the first pitch to Burbank popped up into short center. Coming up in a hurry is a center fielder, but he's not going to get there. Packard has to play it back in. Oxborough keeps going to third, and the Indians have runners at the corners and 2 outs.
Oxborough ends up on third on the single by Burbank.
So Burbank singles his first hit of the game.
Austin Gleed now
4th hit of the inning for the Indians. And now here is Austin Gleed back up there. Gleed just looking to put a ball in play. He has struck out twice. Looking in the second, swinging in the fourth, as again they go back to first base, and back to the bag is Gleed. So 7-2 Preston. Trying to win their 5th in a row. First pitch to Gleed, misses upstairs, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Preston head coach Kenny Inglet is a creature of habit. Absolutely. As they bluff to third, go to first, nothing happening there. And as long as the team is winning, Kenny is not going to mess with a lineup that's been successful. I just about guarantee you that they may shuffle some positions around depending on who takes the mound, but they will hit in the same sequence as Gleed bangs one into left field. That'll get Oxborough home, and it's 8-2.
RBI single for Gleed.
So Gleed with his first hit as Chase Oxborough comes home. Burbank stops at second base.
Trevor Gregory, the batter.
3 runs home here in the inning again for the Indians. On a total of 5 hits. Now here's Gregory, who has flown out to center both times up there, takes the first pitch, a little breaking pitch that he ducks underneath, and it's ball 1, 1-0. Runners at first and second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th for the Indians. Next pitch to Gregory, that's lined, that's in the left field. As playing at the left fielder fairly short, so the Indians will they'll go one base, and the bases will be loaded as they send the 9th man to the plate here in the inning, as Emery Thorson will come back up. Bases loaded. 3 runs in already in the inning for the Indians. And now here's Thorson, doubled and struck out. Outfield straight away against Emery, and the first pitch is a breaking ball in the dirt, 1 ball and no strikes. Burbank at third, Gleed at second, Gregory at first. And the next pitch again, half swing, kind of tied him up. Fought the ball off his hands, but hit it foul, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So ball and a strike on Thorson. New ball thrown out there for Floyd. And the 1-1 pitch. Hit right back to the pitcher. He knocks it down. Able to get it, recover, throw to first, and the inning is over. Preston will pick up 3 runs in the inning. On a total of 6 hits, there was no errors, and they leave the bases full. We'll go to the 6th after 5 here this afternoon. It's Preston 8, and the Century Diamondbacks have 2.
KACA. It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select a pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
At Preston Drug, we understand that everyone is busy and time is important. That's why we've implemented synchronization. We look at all the monthly prescriptions your family takes, and working with your doctor, we organize them so that you can pick them all up at one time each month. Synchronization with Preston Drug saves you time and money. Call Preston Drug today, and we'll get you into the synchronization system. It's free and it's simple. Preston Drug, 208-852-1563.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any
KACH.
Top of the 6th inning, 8-2, the Indians lead. As we go to work here in the inning number 6, as the Diamondback pitcher Gavin Floyd to lead it off and hits the first pitch foul, and it's 0-1. Today's game brought to you by Naylor Insurance, with many options to serve you. Home for home, health, life, and auto through Liberty Mutual Insurance. It's Naylor Insurance at 153 North State Street in Preston. The 0-1. They ask, no swing, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Are you looking for that unique fixer-upper? Isn't that what they say in the real estate business? Looking to pick up a unique fixer-upper? Maybe something you can save some money on? As the pitch is up and in again, ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Well, the Lerner family is said to be considering their options about putting the Washington Nationals baseball franchise on the market. The 2-1 pitch is down and in, ball 3, 3 balls and a strike. Manager Dave Martinez was told before the season that managing principal owner Mark Lerner was not interested in selling the team, but was called the other day over the weekend and said, well, it looks like we may be putting the team on the market after all. 3-1 pitch for a strike. Here's the 3-2 offering, hit foul down along the right field side. And it stays at 3-2. So what is a Major League Baseball team worth, like the Washington Nationals? According to the people at Forbes, here's the 3-2 pitch. Misses down low, ball 4. So Flynn draws a walk.
Goes down on strikes. For out number 1.
4th time today in 6 innings that the Diamondbacks have had the leadoff man aboard in an inning. So here's Kaj, the third baseman. So they called it a strike, so Flynn is out on strikes. First out of the inning. I looked up, there's nobody at first base. Surprised me. As that'd be the 5th strikeout in the game for Madsen, who's now 1 ball and 1 strike here on Kaj. So the Forbes folks say that the Washington Nationals franchise is valued at about $2 billion. As the pitch again misses inside, ball 2. that comes with the stadium as part of that potential deal. As the ball lined at Gregory, had it, dropped it, picked it up, throws it, still has time to throw out the runner.
Gregory recovers.
Ball was hit so hard that Gregory dropped it, kicked it around a couple of times, and still had time to throw across for the second out of the inning.
The 2 outs. Jackson Zoliardi now batting.
So here's Jackson Zakaitis at the plate. Struck out, singled, scored one of the 2 runs, and hits a ground ball to short. Gleed is there, has it on a couple of hops, plays it across in time, and for the third time in 4 innings, the Century Diamondbacks go out 1-2-3, and we will go to the bottom of the 6th. Preston leads 8-2. We're back right after this.
KACH.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
One of the best changes brought on by the COVID situation is the way we buy new vehicles. At West Motors in Preston and North Logan, they have become experts in these new buying practices. They invite you to build your own vehicle. Because of part shortages, vehicle manufacturers are building pre-sold vehicles first instead of trying to refill the nation's car lots. So now people build the vehicle that is exactly what they want. What color is it? What size engine? What accessories will you include? Stop by West Motors in Preston or North Logan today and let them help you build your own vehicle. Don't settle for the best car on the lot. Build your own vehicle at
West Motor Company.
Hey, ranchers and growers, remember you can start your day with the latest information and market trends. It's the Morning Farm Block. Weekday mornings at 6 on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
For those watching on My Local Radio, you get a look at part of the clouds that hang over the ballpark and then stretch north as we go here to the bottom of the 6th inning. As from the top of the order, the Indians starting the first pitch here to Carson Chug is ripped into left field for a base hit. So Chug with his first hit of the game.
Coming to the plate is Ashton Madsen.
And that'll bring up Ashton Madsen. Madsen with a pair of hits, tripled, singled, has scored twice. Last inning, when the Indians sent 9 men to the plate, they scored 3 times on 6 hits and left the bases loaded. They could have not only taken a stranglehold on this game, but they could have just completely ripped it open as they go to first base and chug back to the bag. So anyway, the folks at Forbes say that the Washington Nationals franchise is valued at about $2 billion. Now you remember is that pitch is inside and hits Madsen, and he'll go down to first base. So he's on base for the 3rd time here today. First hit batter by Flynn.
Hit by pitch. Devin Inglett.
And that'll bring up Devin Inglett. Inglett also 2 for 2, scored twice in the game. Remember the New York Mets, when they sold recently, they sold in 2020 for $2.4 billion. As the first pitch hit in the air to center field, Packard comes up, he's there, takes a few steps over and then drops the ball. As they're going to call it a drop on. And now the Indians are in a whole lot of trouble as they call it a drop on the exchange. They make the tag at second base. Coming home to score is Chug. And now running up all the way out at second base is Inglett, but he's out.
Inglett will be out on the catch.
They're going to call that a catch. So a fly out to center.
That'll be 1 out for the Indians. Actually, two.
There'll actually be 2 outs because they had a tag at third base.
Madsen was tagged at second.
Madsen was tagged out for the second out of the inning, and Chug was able to come all the way around to score to make it 9-2. As I looked at the umpire immediately, and he was immediately signaling that the ball was dropped on the exchange. So it was simply a case that, fortunately, the Preston base runners just weren't watching the umpire. As here's Chase Oxborough with the bases empty and takes a first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. It's not the first base running mistake that the Indians have made in this game, as Oxborough drives one to center, and this time he's going to have to come up and play it on a hop, does the center fielder Packard.
Centered a single for
And Oxborough has his second hit of the game. How much of a profit is Lerner looking to make potentially? If he gets the $2 billion that Forbes says the franchise is worth right now, as here's Damon Wynn, and he gets hit on a breaking pitch that just kind of rolled out of the hand of Flynn. There wasn't anything and no malice in that, as that was an off-speed pitch. Oxborough will go to second base. Wynn will go to first. Now here's Seth Burbank. How much money is the Lerner family looking to make? Now remember, the Lerner family bought the team when they were still in Montreal and then moved it to the nation's capital. And they're potentially looking at a payday of $2 billion on an investment of $450 million. As that ball's going to be hit up the gap into right center field. Oxborough will score. Here comes Wynn flying right behind him. He will score. As down to third base with a dive is Burbank with a 2-run triple. So Oxborough and Wynn both score. Indians have 3 runs home in an inning for the third time today. And it's 11-2. And here is Austin Gleed. Gleed 1 for 2 in the game here today, and the first pitch to Austin is rolled foul.
Austin Gleed, the batter.
3 runs, 3 hits, pair of hit batters. Two outs here in the inning. Preston 3 outs away from winning the opener of the doubleheader, as the next pitch to Gleed is up high, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. So the Lerners paid $450 million for the franchise 16 years ago and moved it to the nation's capital. And now they potentially could sell it for $2 billion. That's a pretty good return of investment. As the 1-1 pitch missed outside, 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch to Gleed, misses down low, ball 3, 3-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Burbank down the line from third, and that ball hit the center. That's going to be in for a hit, as the Indians have their 4th run of the inning.
The ball game.
And that'll be the ball game, as that'll give the Indians a 10-run lead, as make it a 12-2 game. As the RBI single finishes the game, Burbank comes home to score, and the Indians improve their record to 6-3. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with a quick recap, and then we'll go to our between-game activities here this afternoon, as we'll be back to the ballpark right after this.
KACH.
At Preston Drug, we understand that everyone is busy and time is important. That's why we've implemented synchronization. We look at all the monthly prescriptions your family takes, and working with your doctor, we organize them so that you can pick them all up at one time each month. Synchronization with Preston Drug saves you time and money. Call Preston Drug today, and we'll get you into the synchronization system. It's free and it's simple. Preston Drug, 208-852-1563.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
The latest information from around the country and around the world. News headlines from ABC News at the top of each hour on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, coming up in just a couple of minutes, we'll take you back to our studio. John Beverly will have some music for you between games of the doubleheader and then Game 2 coming up here in just a bit. As the Indians win their fifth in a row, as they knock off the Diamondbacks here in the first game of the doubleheader here this afternoon, winning by the final score of 12-2. For Preston, 12 runs on 15 hits, no errors, and they left 5 men on base. For Century, 2 runs on 3 hits. All of their hits coming in the second inning of the game, as Madsen really choked him off after he gave up that 3-run second inning. So 2 runs, 3 hits for Century. They commit 1 error, and they left 1 man on base. Ashton Madsen with the win here this afternoon. Gavin Floyd takes the loss for the Diamondbacks in a game that took about an hour and what are we looking at? An hour and about 40 minutes to play here this afternoon. So Preston rolls up 12 as they get back into double figures for the 5th time in the last 6 games. We're rolling a 12 spot here this afternoon as they win the first game of the doubleheader by the final score of 12-2. So we invite you to stay with us. We'll send you back to our KCH studios here for about 25 minutes or so, and then we'll come back and we'll have some music for you here in just a minute, and then Game 2 of the doubleheader comes up in about 25 minutes. So until then, we'll send you back to John Beverly in the studio, and we'll talk to you again here from Tony Hansen Field coming up here in just a little bit. So hang with us in Game 2 coming up soon. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.